Once again, welcome back to One Crack News. And I want to say this is justice, because he got money, but nobody should ever have to go through this to get money. Nobody. Lawrence Crosby, an engineer graduate student, was beaten by police in Evanston, Illinois. The Evanston Police Department E-Town has been known for its division. Evanston used to be a place where the super snob, rich, upper class Caucasians used to live before they started going towards Highland Park, Illinois, or Lake Forest, Illinois. A lot of bigoted people in this area. It's right by the courthouse and what have you. But over the years, it's been breached by other people moving in, businesses closing down, and people leaving the area. More blacks and Hispanics have moved into Evanston. So Evanston is into two different parts. You have people who, like, I'm not leaving. They stayed around. So Evanston is divided. But the police department, they kept that the same. Now, Lawrence Crosby is a guy, black male, 25 years of age, who's not a threatening human being whatsoever. He's an engineering grad student. And he was violently beaten by the police after being falsely accused of stealing a car that was his. He won his settlement, $1.25 million, against the Evanston Police Department. In 2015, Crosby, who was 25 at the time, going after his PhD at Northwestern, was pulled over by police. When he exited his car, he put his hands up. Police took him to the ground and struck him 11 times. After they brutally beat him, they discovered that the car in question was owned by Crosby. Apparently, someone mistaken Crosby for breaking into a car and called 911. Now, 28, Crosby spoke out for the first time since he got hit and said, "It's not easy for me to have to, be put back into a situation and have to relive it again. At that moment in time, I didn't know if I would be able to make it to the end of that night. I've had to deal with this post-traumatic stress and fear of the police, honestly. And that's how he feels to this day. He's still terrified of the police." The settlement was for $1.25 million, and he thinks it's fair and just compensation for the experience he went through. Despite the settlement, and all of the things that they apologized to him, and he hope he can work with law enforcement and other, organizations to discuss the impact of implicit bias and stereotypes they have against African American men. Because anybody who's seen this kid would definitely not confuse him for a gangbanger or someone who was breaking into a car trying to steal it. And the police are supposed to run the plates. And if that car doesn't come up as stolen, to be able to take down and strike another human being is very shocking to me. Now, So far, there has been no admission of liability in the settlement. According to the attorney of the city of Evanston, it is pending approval by the city council and scheduled for a January hearing. But once again, another stuff that they sweep under the rug and you hear nothing about. So I'm going to give it the proper light it deserves. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for listening to One Crack News. I'm out.